So, welcome back, everybody, to the Goonrogan Podcast. I'm here with Aerinos, the commander for the guild, and today we are going to be going over some Aerinos' personal life and how he got started with WoW, his expectations for the future of hardcore in the guild. Also, some fun little questions for him thrown in there every little bit here and there. But welcome, Aerinos. I'm happy to have you here, man.
Thank you, man. I'm happy to be here. Also, I like how you're not wearing any pants, by the way. Really goon maxing there.
Um, I'm called the Goonrogan, dude. I don't, I gotta goon a little bit, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, just so everyone knows, this is the first time me and Aerinos have talked in the voice chat together. So, should be a fun little time, right?
Yeah, I mean, normally when I'm on voice chat, I'm doing dungeons with other people. I don't really use like the general chat too much, the voice chat. So,
Alright.
once you get up a little bit higher, we can do some dungeons together. Fix that not being able to hang out too much in voice chat.
Yeah, I feel that a lot. If only I could stop dying like a noob.
Yeah, you said that what was it? It was 35? Is that what you said? Your
Mm-hmm.
last character?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you told me that you ended up dying. You ended up dying like a hero. You saved somebody.
It might have been my fault that they were in trouble, but they shouldn't have been there, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like that's part of hardcore, like spatial awareness, right? You got to be aware
Yeah.
of everything at all times. I actually
So,
have a question for
hmm?
you
Oh
before we
shit.
start. What do you think? Yeah, what do you think about retainers, like the people who talk about like retaining, the opposite of gooners? What are your thoughts on those people? Because I've heard a lot about that where people say that they're like they retain for power. Have you heard about that?
No, I,
They'll
I,
like retain for two
I don't,
days
I don't think I can say
and
that. Um, Good for them. I don't know. Like everyone's different. Um, Mine is also all
nah,
jokes.
nah, 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 fuck
So,
them.
okay, so,
All right, I'm ready.
alright, so I'm gonna start off with So I want to get to know you a little bit better. So I want you to share like
All
some of
right.
your personal life, but you aren't obligated to talk about anything you don't feel like talking about. So you don't need to say your name, like your real name, how old you are, where you work, but just like a little backstory about how you started playing games and whatnot would be really cool.
All right. Yeah, I don't mind sharing a lot of that. So my display name is Aerinos. My character's name here is Aeronok. My real name's Daryl. Um, I'm 33. I actually, like I said, I don't mind sharing any of this. It's not a big deal. Um, I started WoW back in 2006, early 2006, maybe late 2005 when I was a kid. I transferred from Warcraft. I actually played Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2, and Warcraft 3.
Uh,
And after Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne, so I did, the campaign and Reign of Chaos, Frozen Throne, did
yeah.
all of the custom maps, Dota 1, all that. And from there, I transferred to World of Warcraft after. It was my second MMO after I played a game called Anarchy Online. Anarchy Online it's a real fucking boomer game. Um, the best way to describe it and it's a very clunky MMO where its only aspect it really shines is the stat system. And the stat system allowed you to build your character in a lot of interesting ways. And I came from that and I started playing World of Warcraft. And because of the familiarity I had from Warcraft 1, 2, and 3, I ended up just getting really addicted. And from there, I played from vanilla to Kata, stopped at Kata, and then I came back for Mop, stopped at Mop, Like, so I played from the beginning of Mop to the end of Mop. I think it was like the Throne of Thunder or something raid. I stopped around and I came back again during Legion, quit during Legion, and then I came back during the most recent expansion. And I'm actually still playing retail, kinda a little bit here and there while playing hardcore with my friend. So, was there anything I missed there that you would like to know?
Well, I think that was honestly really good. So you missed Wrath. I feel like you would have loved the Wrath personally, but
No, I quit. I went from
oh wait,
vanilla
no,
to
Kata.
kata. Sorry, did
Dude,
I
sorry,
yeah.
I'm just dumb. My bad. So
Yeah, maybe I misspoke it. But yeah.
no, I I don't know why I thought you said you stopped in TPC for some reason. I don't know why,
No, no, no.
but
Yeah, it was yeah, from vanilla to kata.
so I'm gonna ask you, what's your favorite expansion and what made it stand out to you?
Um, so Arthas is my favorite character in Warcraft. I really liked the people kind of define it as an opposite King Arthur in terms of picking up the sword, becoming the savior in
Yeah,
like what is it, British folklore. It's kind of the
yeah,
opposite, right? He was already the king, but then he, from his fall from grace, he turned into a Death Knight, then later the Lich King. Great. If you ever played the Warcraft 3 campaign, I thought that it was by far the most compelling Warcraft campaign, most compelling character outside of Illidan. So Wrath would have to be my favorite, just simply because it's centered on a lot more of Arthas,
yeah.
even though he wasn't like the end. I think it was like what was it? Is Old Dwar was like the last raid, or was that the last raid? I can't
Um,
remember. It's been forever.
ICC was the last raid. Actually, no. Was
Was
wasn't it
yeah, exactly.
Sanctuary?
It might have been, yeah, dude. It's been so long. Like I haven't played Wrath since it was out. I did not
Yeah,
play
cause
any of
I'm
these re-releases.
cause I'm pretty sure it goes Naxxramas, Oldawar, then the like that tournament style raid. I forgot the name.
Yeah. The Argent one.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, and
ICC,
then
then Sanctuary, I believe.
yeah, no, Oni was re-released too, I believe, correct? In
Oh
Wrath.
yeah,
I remember it
yeah,
being like
she was.
re-released.
Yeah, it was because I think you could get a mount from her, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I remember like pugging. I remember pugging Oni, and when I pugged it, I ended up because I was playing with my dad at the time, and I pugged it, and we had really bad internet. And in the middle of the raid, we DC'd, and when we came back, Oni was already dead. And so I ended up winning a piece of gear, and someone got really, really upset with me. They were just like, they flipped out in trade chat because they're like, this guy DC'd in the middle of the raid. He doesn't deserve the gear. Like, fuck this guy. And it was it,
that's
it was just like it was
crazy.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I had a feeling Wrath was gonna be your favorite, mostly because every time I've talked to people and they played Warcraft, like especially the third one, their favorite expansion in WoW has always been Wrath. So
Yeah, I think that even if you're like if you play Warcraft 3 and you're like a Illidan fanboy, or maybe you like Kael'thas, you probably still won't like TBC because they kind of did him a bit dirty in
yeah,
TBC.
that's what I
Like
heard.
Illidan is, yeah, they kind of made him like crazy, like Kill Jaden. I think the lore is that Kill Jaden drove him insane, but it's it's just it just kind of seems like they just threw the character away. Like when TBC was announced, you're like, oh shit, Illidan's going to be in it, and then you just kind of kill him, and that's that.
Yeah,
Kind of disappointing, especially if you like the character a lot. And Kael'thas died like I don't know how many fucking times. He died like twice in that expansion. So
I
you do the raid and then you do a dungeon, I think too, and he's like a zombie or some shit. If I remember right.
wait, wasn't he a blood elf?
Yeah, correct. He was a blood elf. You fight him in his the hell is that called? The Phoenix. In the raid. It was a
Oh yeah, of
I don't remember what the raid's
Ashes.
called.
Um,
Yeah.
I know what I don't remember either.
And then
Well,
I think that he comes back as like a vengeful zombie in a dungeon. Because I remember like doing the dungeon, and I remember him calling Illidan a mutt because like Illidan's like half demon.
yeah, I wouldn't
I
be
remember that line.
surprised. So I didn't play TBC that much both times, like at least the dungeons that much. So I don't really know.
Yeah, I thought that TBC was good outside of like the lore, but the lore in WoW has kind of been kind of crap after vanilla, to be honest. Um,
I
I
enjoyed the Miss
wasn't
of
a
Pandaria
huge
lore.
fan of. The thing I liked about Miss Pandaria is I actually think that the class balance was pretty good. I remember PvP being pretty good. I remember playing like a fire mage and having a lot of fun.
Are you gonna be playing classic Miss of Pandaria when it comes out?
Probably not. I feel like hardcore is going to take up all my free time. So,
That's that's very
and I
fair.
actually have like other hobbies too. So,
You have a life outside of
like
WoW, dude? I can't. I don't know if I can
I know,
continue this
right?
interview, man. I don't know.
Shit, I'm sorry.
No, but so what class like have you mained, and has it changed over like your time playing WoW?
Pally.
Ellie?
Yeah, it's just Pally. So I initially started with Rogue actually. So actually, no. Hold up. So this was back in 2006. So I started three characters, one after another, and I forgot my very first character, which was a warlock. And the reason I forgot it is because I went into Ironforge. I got lost in Ironforge, and then I just stopped playing the character. I actually created a new character because I was so young, I couldn't figure out how the fuck to get out of Ironforge. So I just like the character was just stuck in Ironforge forever. So I created a rogue, and then I got tired of playing rogue, and I switched to a pally, and then I mained pally. To be honest, I still have that pally today. It's still on this account.
Holy shit.
It's still like it has the knight lieutenant title still.
Oh
So
my
because
gosh.
I farmed all Tarak Valley and actually got exalted rep too in classic.
That's fucking
So
dope,
it was pally.
actually. So, what has been your all-time favorite like WoW moment or memory?
All time favorite WoW moment or memory. Bro, I got like so many just like weird. Usually the things that I think of, and I think that this is probably the case with a lot of people, that they kind of gravitate towards those things that embarrass them. You know, it's like it is like I've heard this so many fucking times. You know, you could the whole bridge builder joke. You know, you could build 100 bridges, but you suck
Yeah.
one dick, and you're just forever remembered as a dick sucker. You
Yeah.
know, it's like that. Um, yeah, it's like it's the negative thing, or rather like the shame. So like I'll give you an example. I was actually a guild leader back in 2006, and we did ZG, and I kept it on group loot for the first boss, and I totally didn't even see, and we just got a bunch of people like it just got ninja'd, like all the shit got ninja'd immediately. And I remember people just asking me, you know, again, it's not too big of a deal, but I just remember people asking me like, bro, why didn't you set it up to master loot and stuff? And it's like those little things like that. That sticks with me forever. Like that's fucking what, like 19 years ago? I have like a lot of little memories like that where it's like, I fucked up here, I did something there. But when it comes to like the positive memories, like I'm just thinking that like I did arena with my friend, and I remember us being so bad that we'd actually like pray for them to not show up in the arena. Like I don't know if you've ever had this where you would keep queuing and you would just pray the other person, like it'd be either one person or just nobody and you get a free win. That was us. We were like, please God, don't join. Let's get the free win because it was really the only way we'd
That's
win. We're
crazy.
just terrible. Yeah. So it's like little stuff like that I remember too. I oh dude, like I actually so I did ZG on my pally. I was a rep pally. So like you know, rep pallies are pretty big jokes in all honesty when it comes to
Oh yeah,
DPS.
For
Like
sure.
I love pallies, but their damage is not good.
No.
So I got invited in a pug with a guild I was not part of, and they needed a pally, I guess, for buffs, and they already got to Hakar. They already got to Hakar, and they sent me a message. I don't remember what the context behind it was. I don't even know if they hooed or if they like I was because I was already I was like a guild leader. I think I may have gotten contacted by like another guild. But they were like, "Oh, hey, can you come and do ZG with us? We're at Hakar." And I was like, "All right, I'll come if I can roll on stuff. Like if I win the roll, I want to roll. Like you have to give me your promise because at this time, even when I was this young, I've already like if you played a pally at that time, even then, you face discrimination, right? Like
Yeah.
people don't like fucking pallies, and they don't want you taking their fucking gear like at all. So, uh, I got there, and I think I ended up dying on like the trash pull before Hakar, and then we go and do Hakar. Hakar drops the pole arm. It's like the glowing pole arm. I forget what it's called. I win the roll, and I'm in voice chat, and the second in command is like, "Don't give it to him. Don't give it to him. Like, don't give him that pole arm. Like, our guild could use it." And the guild leader's like, "No, I made a promise. Like, I said I was going to actually do this," and he actually gave it to me.
That's a
Um,
WGM though.
yeah, no, like I'm like to this day that's stuck with me that he had like enough principles because especially now, but back then to have enough principles to say no, like I made a promise, he won it fair and square. There it is. Even though he's a rep paladin, he's doing like no fucking damage, and he's basically just like because when you play a paladin, you're just kind of a buff bitch
Yeah.
in raids. That's really all you're taking along for. But yeah, like those are some memories like off the top of my head. I think if I like sat down and like thought a little bit more, I could probably think up more. But those are some of the like more memorable experiences.
So just because this is the Goonrogan podcast, I gotta ask some Gooner style uh, questions. Because
Is it going to be why I play a female character?
no, no, I already know why. I think we all know why.
Yeah.
Let's be. I mean, just
Oh shit!
look at me,
I'm
man.
caught.
Look at me. I'm not wearing pants.
What, dude? You know what? You know what's crazy is like I ever since I was a kid, dude, I would get asked all the fucking time, like, why do you? Because I played even as a kid, I was like, I played the female characters, and they're like, why do you play female characters? I get that all the time. So much respect to just know without even asking. Like you don't even have to know; you just intuit it. But
So,
I'm ready for the Gunnar questions.
oh, this is gonna be the best one for you to start out with. Your character walks into
Oh boy.
Goldshire, and what's the worst thing they see?
Oh fucking god. What is the word? It's so. Are you familiar with the meme? And I feel there's like certain things that
Is it the
I
dwarf
probably
meme
shouldn't talk about,
with that one
especially as
dude?
no. It's the gnome. It's the
Oh,
mecha gnome. And yeah, you already know where this is going. He's laying down, and he's like, "Change my diaper," and his name's Diaper Baby, and it's just it stuck with. It's so disgusting. It's so fucking disgusting, but that's always stuck with me, and it's always like it makes me laugh, but it also makes me cringe. But yeah, like I think also like that perception. There's a perception. I don't know. You play a gnome, but I like there's a general perception that people who play gnomes they're kind of degenerate. You know what I mean? Like not just normal Coomer stuff, like real weird stuff.
man, I guess I should be maining a gnome then, huh? That's what I'm hearing right now.
I thought you were already a gnome like before, weren't you?
No, I
Oh
hate being a
shit.
gnome.
Yeah, I don't like gnomes either. To be honest, like
I'm
I'm not
also
I'm not a
short
big gnome
IRL,
enjoyer.
so I already know the pain.
Oh fuck.
Okay, you ready for the second one?
Oh yeah.
If your main had a spicy OnlyFans, what would their niche be?
Niche.
Yeah.
I don't, dude. I don't even know. Like, what's with the like. So I'm like I try to keep up to date with all the memes. I'm like a fucking boomer now. It's so weird. Like, there's a story. Like, I'll swing back into your question, but there's a story that I'm always reminded of whenever I think about my age. When I was 16 and in college, um,
You were
there was
in
like a
college when you were
year guy.
16? What the fuck?
Yes. I was homeschooled, and then I
Okay.
got my GED at 16, and then I went from getting my GED to going directly to college. But
That's actually
I was
pretty
in
cool.
college, and there's he's like a 40-year-old guy. I forget what specifically he was in there for, but he was old, and he it was something to do with banking. But I was talking to him, and I forget the context of the conversation, but he basically said, "I feel exactly the same, but when I look in the mirror, I'm old." And that always like stuck with me, that like, because there's the perception that when you age you kind of become different in some way. And
Yeah.
you gain experience and all this other stuff, but you're just still you. And so when someone talks about like OnlyFans and shit like that, it's like I just feel like a goddamn boomer, because it's like I don't know, like paying paying for porn, and two, paying someone else. I don't know. It just blows my mind. But to get back to it, I was gonna say, like, I don't know what the fuck the elf memes are nowadays. I know that there's like Furin, something like that, anime popular.
Yeah.
Um, so the reason I say this is because, like, to do any like OnlyFans or anything like that, you have to like go down some form of like niche or something that's popular. So it makes me think of like these other memes. So you probably like chase after that. So like if it's Furin, I've seen like people post like reaction images with like ear stuff, not ear stuff in like a sexual way, but just like rubbing them. So it'd probably be something like that, because people are freaks and do weird shit. So that's my answer, even though it was like a really long and roundabout answer.
Okay, so we'll reel it back in for just a little bit.
Okay, just a tad bit.
So, what led you into hardcore specifically?
Um, so I actually quit like after Legion. I quit for a while, and I think that the classic. So, man, like, all right. So right after Legion, I got into private servers. It was like Elysium and stuff like that. I didn't get into Elysium specifically. It was the second one after Elysium. I believe that was called Elysium, but it was the classic private server, really big. Um, and I actually ended up convincing my friends and part of my family to play on the private server as well. And I ended up running into a situation where there was like there's no rules against cross faction anything, and it was a PvP realm. So I ended up getting farmed by an alliance guy. Like, it was like he would log on his horde alt and then like kill me. And I remember that like really, really pissing me off, because it wasn't against the rules. And the reason it pissed me off is because it was like there was no faction, um I don't know, like integrity. I don't know how you would really define it, but it's like, imagine if someone upset me and I just log on my horde guy and then just immediately kill them. There's just something about that kind of pissed me. I think that you can't even do that on hardcore, or you can do that rather, is start a horde and alliance character. In the initial World of Warcraft, though, you couldn't do that. You had to either pick alliance or horde, and you could not pick like horde and alliance on the same account.
Yeah.
So I just remember that really pissing me off. Ended up quitting. Went from there to just not playing on the official releases of Classic. I watched streamers play it, and they basically kind of ruined it for me, in all honesty. Seeing them kind of just get carried through dungeons and stuff, I'm like, I don't really want to partake in this. Like, most dungeons were like mages just kind of AoE farming. And then I saw the release of Hardcore, and I actually ended up getting talked into it by my brother, the original Hardcore. And that was I played on Skull Rock, um, and he's always liked hardcore stuff. And so he talked me into it, and I played with him on Skull Rock, and I hit 60 on a Warlock. And then I just kind of quit. I actually had insane luck on that Warlock too. I think I got like 3,000 gold or something. I just kept getting like crazy
Oh
drops. I get like
shit.
Kroll Blade. Yeah, like I just kept getting stuff. And then I lost it all to my brother who took it from me because we kept like we bet gold. So we'd bet gold on like other things outside of the game, and he'd win. He'd play like this stupid like we'll play like a Warcraft 3 custom map or some shit, and then he'd be like, "Oh, you want to bet like 500 gold?" And I'm like, "All right." And then I have a problem. I have a problem with gambling, so it spiraled out of control. He took all my money, and then from there, the new anniversary servers launched. I was playing The War Within at the time, and um, he asked me again, or rather, he wasn't interested, and then I was talking to him about it because he played War Within with The War Within with me for a bit, and then he said, "Do you?" Or rather, he said he was going to start a guild. Maybe you know where I'm going with this. He said
Mhm.
he was going to start a guild, and he wanted me to come and help him. And I actually told him, "No, I'm busy. I can't." Um, I was extremely busy with like work, um,
Yeah.
and so I didn't. He created the guild, Frostbane, and um, 2 weeks later, I ended up having free time, so I created a mage. And I AoE farmed on my mage up to 30, so it was like from 20 to 30 AoE farming. Every pull, I'd get down to like 10%. And I ended up getting bored slash like I wanted more stimulation at the time, and so I ended up watching stuff on my second monitor while AoE farming. Died because that's just yeah, it's really like ADHD shit.
Hmm.
But I died, and I quit for another 2 3 weeks because I was here for like it was like the first or second week when the guild was created. And then I died, and then I quit for like a month, and then I came back on this hunter, and then I was reinvited, and I had to work my way up the ranks too. Because you're thinking that like because Barian is my brother, and you think that it was like nepotism or some shit. Fuck no. Like you can look at you can look at the Twitch VODs. Like you can see like I start off at private, and then I have to work my way up. Um, yeah,
Bro,
like yeah,
that's
and
amazing.
yeah. I so like to even get my ranks, like I participated in both Makara tourneys. I spent like 30 hours on each of my characters, and then on the second Makara tourney, my second character got DDoSed. Like not
No.
me specifically, but it was a DDoS while I was playing my second Makara character, tourney character, died in front of Barian. So I died literally in front of him. Um, because we both ended up DCing, and we ended up dying right next to Spicy too, because Spicy was with
Yeah.
us there as well, and I had to recreate and do all of that work again. That was awful. That's why I'm not doing any more Makara, because it's like imagine doing like 30 hours, but then like losing that and then having to do it again because I signed up and I didn't want to be like no I don't want to do it because the DDoS or anything. It's like no, I
I
I said I was going to be there, so I got to be there.
I know
Um,
exactly how that feels by losing multiple characters.
yeah, yeah, but it's like imagine like losing multiple characters. Like imagine losing a character and then you're like you agreed to do something though. It's like it's such a
Yeah,
stressful thing.
you have to just send it back. You have to at that point.
Yeah, yeah. But I participated in I don't know if I don't think you were around for this, but we actually had like a Fall Guys thing too, like for people to join. I was like the only one of the it was like me, Barian, and like three other people
Damn.
that showed up for that. So I was participating in all these early guild things. I gave away, a bunch of free shit, gear, and chance. Helped with dungeons, quests. I had to grind my way up to this rank. And I'm not even top rank by the way either. Like there's two more ranks above me. So it's not even like I'm at top right now. So but yeah, I ended up like the last 2 months I've been just like trying to help. I do a lot of stuff in the back end too, like stuff that I mean like there's some stuff that you can probably see like the emotes like I was those are like 90-95% of those are my emotes. I just like I cut out like the backgrounds and fix the opacity. I fix the
Yeah.
opacity on the rankings too. Um, helped with green wall. Like I just try to help wherever I can. So yeah, hopefully that's again another long-winded answer. Sorry about that,
Oh,
but
you're good, dude. It's a podcast. You talk as much as you want, dude. We're here to listen to you. That sounds kind of weird, but you understand where I'm going with that.
no, I get you. I get you. It's just like the only reason I was saying that is because you ask like one question and it's like fucking 10 minutes later, you know?
that's that's good. Honestly, that's really good. So what? So going off of the guild still and everything. What are you expecting with the like end game of this guild and like the future of the guild?
So I'll tell you what Barian has said multiple times at the meetings, and then I'll tell you what I think and stuff. Darian has specifically stated that this is obviously a social guild. When we hit 60, we'll most likely be doing things like we'll probably do an Oni run. The big long-term goal is to be ready for AQ and to try to do like AQ 20. I don't know if he wants to do 20 or 40 or both, but he wants to do like basically realm first
Yeah,
at either AQ 20 or AQ 40. That's the long-term goal. He said he was going to host a private server, and then we practice on it before, and then once we're like really well practiced, then when it releases, we'll just one and done it. Um, for me specifically, it's like I would like to just do 60 dungeons. I know that sounds silly, but it's like so the last server, I just played by myself, basically. I kind of
yeah,
did the same here up until 59 and a half, and then I got some help from guildies. Most of the time, I don't. Like, my alts, I team with exclusively other people, but with this hunter, I didn't team with anybody because I'm a little paranoid. Like, I've had bad experiences in dungeon groups, even with my alts. I'll give you an example. Even with me Barian and we're playing with my friend was on too. We had someone just leave. It was a healer in the middle of a pull, and like that's happened multiple times, like just for absolutely zero reason. So I ended up like kind of leveling by myself, and with my warlock, people actually like messaged me on Skull Rock, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to go in like Sunken Temple or anything?" And I wanted to. I wanted to say yes, but I saw the hardcore like what is it like the hardcore highlights where they die, and they never fixed the Sunken Temple steps, so you can just walk and then fall through and die. I saw that, and I'm like, "Fuck no." I'm not gonna lose my 60 that I grinded really hard for. But then I just kind of quit after that because there's nothing really there. So for this though, for this guild specifically and this uh, this server, it's much different. It's not like 60 is the end game for me. It's basically just uh, more of like a social experience. Using my alts to help people level, getting to know people. I would like to do 60 dungeons, like I said, but that's not the end all be all. Even if I can't do 60 dungeons and I'm just like running around on my alts helping people, or I farm on my hunter, give people money or whatever, get their gear, help their enchants, I'm completely fine with that. Like that's, I think that's pretty fulfilling. It reminds me a lot of when I would run my own guild in it was like 2006, 2007. I think I ran the same guild from 2006 to I think it was like 2008. Then I created a new guild, and then that guild is the one I do believe I still have today as well that I'm still part of. And then yeah, I mean like I've also on other games too. I've run other guilds. I used to raid on like Final Fantasy 14.
okay.
I also had a guild on Aeon. Um, but yeah, like for this specifically, I think like the social aspect just kind of chilling, doing dungeons with guildies, helping them out, all that kind of stuff is kind of my goal personally. I would definitely like to do dungeons though, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I do obviously think that we'll get there. Like we'll easily be able to do dungeons, Ubers, UBRS, all that. I think that doing like ZG20 and stuff would be cool too. Even just an Oni run would be awesome too. In all honesty, on hardcore, I think that would really get your blood pumping to take your
Oh, yeah,
60 in
for
there that you
sure.
worked really, really hard for, and then take them into a raid. So
Yeah,
yeah, hopefully that
I
answers your
really
question.
it does, and I really want to get 60 just because I played like a lot of regular classic, and in-game dungeons are so much fun, but with just like knowing I can res and run back, it doesn't really hit me
Yeah.
like that anymore. But like hardcore, it's like if I die, I have to either restart or um, that's it for me. So it's definitely a nice like adrenaline dump I could use.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like it is kind of like a thrill like no other because you spend so long on one character and then you go and you risk that character for what? Like a little bit better gear? Obviously it's more than that because it's also like the social experience of going in with your friends, and the other guildies and being able to hop in the dungeon with those people and have that shared experience of risking their characters too. You all have to rely on each other. I think that's also another important thing too is when we get those people up in the guild to make sure that they're of quality. And I'm not saying that nobody in the guild, obviously like everybody's great, but the last thing you want is a roach is basically what I'm saying. Like especially
Yeah,
in that situation, like with a level
yeah, for
60
sure.
dungeon, that would be awful.
Like a mage has full mana, but he runs away and doesn't help his team out.
Oh yeah, yeah. What did you expect him to do, dude? He had no mana.
Even though his bar's at 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, he had like he had what yeah, mana gem and robe too. And then he like spammed it.
Yeah.
He kept spamming blink off cooldown.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fucking brutal. Yeah, dude, people always reference that one, but what his roach in the dire maul before that, I don't know if it was the run or it was the same run and it was just earlier. He pulled himself, said nothing, jumped and ran away, blinked, and he kept just shaking his head in his stream. And then in the background, you can hear everybody trying to they're like, oh my God, all right, we got to do this. They're setting up strategies and everything. They're getting everything ready. Meanwhile, he's fucking gone. And that was so much more egregious than the second one, which everybody brings up. But if you look at the first instance of him like roaching, it was, oh, did I get disconnected? Hello?
Nope. I still hear you.
Oh shit. What happened?
You good? Aerinos? Oh, this isn't good.
Hello? Can you
Hello?
hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, there we
I
go.
heard you the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. On my screen, an error message popped up. It said RTC disconnected, and I couldn't hear you anymore. All right.
That's weird.
Anyways, uh,
Back
sorry
to
for
what
the editing
Don't
because
worry,
that's
it's
going
fine.
to be brutal.
Don't worry.
Uh,
How
yeah,
I edit it is
it was the
I tried not to
oh, let's,
I try not have like long spaces in between. Just to make it flow nicer.
dude. I know exactly what you mean. Like you're saying that to me, and you are preaching to the choir. I actually have a YouTube channel. I'm not gonna. I can't connect it to this like for very many reasons. I don't want to connect it to like WoW or my guild or anything. But I edit for a YouTube channel, and I do the exact same thing.
Yeah, dude, it's just like you
Um,
see these big, like long, just nothing's happening, and like it can save you like 10 minutes. It's
bro,
insane.
it's padding. Like they're padding that shit because they want runtime. Like if you've ever seen a TV show, it's the same shit where they would like they'll do a flashback sequence and it's like, dude, I've already seen this, but they'll let it run too long. It's like it's just padding. It's the exact same thing. They'll just do like these long ass pauses. I've seen people, they'll get up and like it's an actual edited video, but they'll just leave it in. They'll get up and like take a piss or something for like 20 minutes and then come back down, come back, and then there's like nothing happening, and they'll leave that in the video, and they're just straight up padding.
That's stupid.
Yeah, the only thing I was saying in regards to the last thing before it said RTC server disconnected. But before that, I was just saying that everybody references the second time of him roaching, but the first time is just much worse. Like him just shaking his head, like, fucking saying nothing, like, oh, look at these bozos. And he's just blinking and running away. They're screaming in the background. He's the one that fucking pulled the extra pat. Like, he's literally the one that pulled it, and then he's the first one to run. Didn't even tell them. He isn't even like, oh, shit, guys. There's an extra pat. It's like, he's just fucking gone.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I see why you got so much hate now.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it wasn't, so according to that, it wasn't like because of his roaching. It was because of his attitude. Like he didn't want to say sorry or anything, and he was confronted, and he just kind of doubled down, tripled down, quadrupled down. It's like there's those people who they can't admit wrong,
Yeah. So, what is your craziest near-death experience you've had?
I'm assuming you mean in game.
I mean, if you want to do IRL, that works too.
Well, I mean, yeah. I because Barion's my brother, it's like I probably shouldn't get into too much of that stuff. But in real life, I did have like a near-death experience. I got into like a car wreck. I was not good. In the game, I ended up going, I think I was like 7 levels underneath. There's these Nagas in STV. It's the west, I think it's the west of Booty Bay.
Oh, I know.
And there's this
about, yeah?
island. Yeah. But I was like 7 levels underneath them. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm a hunter. I can easily do this. And it took me forever, but I was actually able to do the entire quest. But I almost died like 3 times during it. And I'm talking like I dropped target dummy. I feigned death. I did everything, and I was like, one of the times I used absolutely everything, and then I was 1 hit away from dying, and then he reset, he leashed. My like, I have I still do this at level 60. I've kind of stopped because of the DDoSes, but so there's if you farmed in Winter Spring, I believe like there's a satyr that spawns. I think it's part of a quest, but he's really fucking tough. And this is at level 60. I think this was last week. I grabbed him and I pulled him over to Winter Spring. And don't ever do this. Like I thought about it after. I'm like, this is stupid. I could have killed somebody because he keeps spamming an AOE, but no one was there. And I ran around for like 30 fucking minutes. He killed every single guard. He killed all these little goblins. And I just kept running around and I killed him and I got absolutely nothing for it. He dropped a stupid little bag, like a picnic bag, and I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? And I got absolutely nothing for it. But I have this problem where I kind of limit test, and yeah, so it's like if there was like any DC or anything, I would have been dead there easy. Like he killed my pet, so it was like it was not smart. I was just running around with Cheetah and just kind of like chipping away at him.
You're quite the opposite of Barian, bro.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like I lost a 44 warrior on the last server because I kept doing stalks and I kept doing like a solo stockades, and I just forgot my target dummy and I pulled like 3 rooms, and I'm like, it's fine, I have a target dummy, and I'm like, oh, okay, I know I don't, and I just fucking exploded. It was so brutal. It made So I just have that problem. Like even when I was teaming with Barian. And I said that healer left. I was like, dude, we can still do it. Let's go. Let's just finish off BFD. He didn't want to do it.
I don't blame him though.
The
second to last boss,
I don't blame him
sucks.
either. But it was right before the candles. It's right before the candles that we it's like right there. You know what I mean? That's how. Yeah, I was like, dude, it's like right there. We can do it. We can definitely do it. And it's like me and my like we had no healer, but we did have a Ret Pally, which was my friend. He was like off healing. I think he could have off healed. He did fine.
Yeah, I mean, all
But
he had to
yes,
do was
it's
pop a Seal of Wisdom, keep it on the boss, and just auto attack and big heal when he needs to.
yeah, yeah. Like I think that he would have been able to do fine, and we could have definitely finished it. But yeah, I am like the opposite of him. Like I don't blame him either because in his case, um, he's I guess the best way I could put it is because he's the guild leader. If he RTC disconnected again. I'm assuming you can hear me. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just keep going. Let me know in party if you can't hear me. Uh, he's the guild leader. Because he's the guild leader, if he dies, it looks really bad. So obviously he's going to take it. You know, I would do the same thing. Um, and I think that like I said, if the guild leader dies and it's like to something stupid, just doesn't look good for the guild, in my opinion. So I definitely know why he's cautious. He did it first too on Warrior. Like that was his first 60 on Warrior. It was really impressive stuff.
Yeah,
Like major
super
props to him.
insane. So can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
I don't know what's with the RTX. I turned down my fans because I have a Yeti mic and this shit is like it picks up everything. I had to turn up my gain and stuff. Normally I don't speak on Discord like too much. I speak on other programs and I use like OBS and stuff.
Yeah.
So well, and then Audacity for like YouTube videos and fuck with my volume. So I turned down the fans on my computer, and I'm a little worried that that's maybe the reason why there's like RTC disconnects. Let me know if like my audio is shit too, because I'll just turn my fans back on.
Yeah, no, you're good. Everything. We're big chill. So that's it of the more like serious type questions. You ready for more more the fun type questions for everything?
I'm ready for it all, dude.
So I'm gonna
Oh yeah.
start with the questions I asked Barian when we did ours. So would you rather 1 HP and no gear and you survive, or full gear and DC'd and Stranglethorn?
What level am I in Stranglethorn against what mobs? Let's expand upon this. I need to visualize.
Uh
Like elite ogres, like that. Those fuckers like seem to kill everybody.
it's it could be random. It could be just anywhere, any level.
So I would say DC, and the reason why is because I have a pet. I'm a hunter. So
Okay.
my pet will protect me. My pet will kill itself for me. Any of these other classes, they're fucked. But if I DC, my pet will die for me. So I'm good. I feel like that's easy for a hunter. If I was any other class, though, I'd choose the other one.
Okay. Yeah. So Barian chose the other one, but he's also a warrior,
Yeah,
which
I
makes a
don't
lot
blame
more
them.
sense.
Yeah,
So would
yeah,
you
dude, Warrior's
rather?
brutal.
Oh no, it is, dude. I'm leveling one right now because I don't have any other characters,
Oh
and
shit, I
it's
fucking
rough.
DC'd. I don't know what's going on. Hold up, dude. The fucking connection, like it was like DDoS's yesterday too.
Yeah.
It's like happening right now too in the middle of this. Sorry about that. All right,
You're
I'm
good.
good.
So,
Continue.
would you rather die to Murlocs or fall damage?
Ooh, I say fall damage. I say fall damage because I feel like I could I like I wouldn't I do my best to never lie. And it sounds like a weird thing, but at least like maybe if I was really ashamed, I could lie. I could be like, oh, I left it on auto run. I went to go take a piss and I left it on auto run, or oh, I DC'd or something like that. Where with Murlocs, it's just like I don't know. Like you die by Murlocs. I mean, I know you died by Murlocs, right? I'm not trying to throw shade at you, but you know what I mean.
Well, I guess I have to always choose that by Murlocs.
Oh no.
So, next question is if you could punch one zone in the face, which one and why?
Bro. It might actually be it might be a Shara. I think that's what it's called. Like I
Shara?
know it's the Queen of Night. Oh, hold up, no. Yeah, Shara. Yes. Okay, so hear me out. If you do any fucking quests in this godforsaken fucking place, it's so awful. One, there's a quest in here. I have my map open. It's called A Crew Under Fire. It's not even finished. You go down there, looks cool, doesn't you can't finish it. So it's like already by that note, it's like it's half finished. It already
Yeah.
docket points for that. Secondly, if you try again, you go down to the ruins of Eldorath, you go down there, it has like one entrance to go back up. Like to it's just you go into like this chasm, and then there's only one entrance and it's surrounded by like 50 Naga. So it's a slog getting down there and then getting back up because you can't wrap around any of these areas. At least I don't fucking know where. Maybe the zone's great and I'm fucking dumb and I can only find one exit and entrance. But I'm pretty sure there's only one entrance. And it's like you go down into this chasm and you're just fucking stuck there until you go back to the entrance and it has you go everywhere. It's just I hate the zone. It's so awful. It's got like 5 quests. I think that's the worst one.
Yeah, you
I know
gotta
it's
get
probably
the,
like
what is it called? The, for MC, the doses there as well.
oh god, yeah. Yeah, you do dousing there, don't you? Fuck me. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like it's so like that zone is so awful. I really don't like it. I actually like pretty much every other zone. I feel like the second worst would I don't even know. I actually like a majority of these zones. Like I'm looking at my map. I think the Barrens maybe. At least it has dungeons in there, but it's just so ugly.
I agree with you so much.
Yeah.
So, what class do you silently judge for dying and like for dying stupidly?
Pallies. I feel like it's not even silently. Like I feel like if you die in a, I don't know, man. Like I don't like so. If anybody gets upset at me, I just want to say this. My dad, like, he's really old. Okay, because I'm 33. Like I actually talked him into playing hardcore. He's actually he plays every now and then. He's ancient boomer. He plays by himself. I don't even play with him. I'll probably do some dungeons if he gets a bit higher. But he's died multiple times at a paladin. Okay, I love my dad, but it's like, man, I don't know. How do you die in a paladin? Just how? You just bubble and run, bubble and run, easy.
I think what
What
people,
would yours
what
be? Like, who do you judge? Like, I'm actually curious. Like, for
paladins.
dying, like, what class do
it
you judge? Yeah, that's what I'm
like
saying. See, it's exactly
the second one would be hunters.
true. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Mm.
Well, I mean, on that note too, like rogues too. You have vanish. Like vanish is actually better than feign
Not
because
if you
feign can
don't
get
have
resisted.
everything.
Vanish can't.
Not if everything's on CD.
True. Yeah. True, but yeah, and I mean, like, what Feign is on 30 seconds or something. I should know this because I'm a
Yeah,
fucking yeah, it's on 30 seconds. I'm correct. 30 seconds, whereas Vanish is on a 2 minute CD, right?
5 minute.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, I guess Hunters then, yeah, definitely be second, and
Yeah.
then Rogues probably after that, maybe.
I put a warlock before a rogue.
Dude, I almost died on my Warlock. I actually Light of Elund on there, and uh, that was in Fellwood on the last server. I went to go farm Fellcloth and I
Oh,
killed like six. I was so proud of myself. Like I killed like 6 of these satyrs, and I was like, dude, I'm so fucking awesome. And then they hyper spawned on me. It wasn't awesome anymore, and
yeah.
yeah, like 5 of them jumped on me, and then I had to light of Elune and run out. That was the closest call I had on that server.
Yeah, but it's because of
So
Voidwalker sacrifice.
yeah. No, well, so you can sack Voidwalker and then use that one ability to fast summon it again, and then you have
Yeah,
a
and
second
then
sack. So you have
yeah.
2.
So what's funny about the rogue is there if you go down the sub tree, you can pretty much get a button that resets every cooldown you have. I was one
Is
level
that
away
like
from
prep or
it.
something, right?
Yeah. I was one level away from it.
Oh fuck, man. I mean, like, hey, I just want to say, like, I respect it. I really do. But there is that part of me of like, he wasn't in the guild. Maybe you should have let him die. Maybe that's a bit
Dude,
evil to say, but it's like I
everyone
respect
was
it
telling
too,
me
though. But
that. Everybody was telling me
it's one of those
that.
things. Yeah, if I don't know, like if I was in your position, I probably would have done the same thing. So I can't. It's not like I'm judging you at
Yeah.
all. I probably would have done the same thing.
See, it
Like
got worse.
I've done that multiple times.
It got worse because I followed him as well, and he just refused to help, even though he already healed me and
Oh
everything.
no. Did he? Did you like say in like the like in say or whisper and be like help?
Well, he was still in combat and he knew it. I think, unless if he was just stupid, then I should have just let like. But like I followed him
Fuck.
the whole time with a Murloc. So
God damn, dude.
it,
That
it's
really
whatever
sucks.
though.
Yeah. I mean, I did it did he like live? Did he say thank you? Like was there
Didn't say a
anything
single
after
thing.
you died for him?
Not a single
Oh
thing.
no, he didn't even say thank you.
No.
Oh no.
Okay. So
That's fucking brutal, man.
we got time for maybe one or two more questions. So which race is definitely the best at cuddling and which one is definitely not?
Okay, that's easy, right? Yeah, it's a night elf. I'm night elf female supremacy. Like I think that they're the visually the most aesthetic race.
I agree with you though.
And when it comes to when it comes to like it's the undead. Like why the fuck would you want a corpse like sleeping with you, right? Like
Yeah.
I feel like that's super easy. It the gnomes are just fucking weird anyway. Like that's like if it's a lion side, maybe gnomes, but like gnomes are weird because they're like teddy bear size. I don't know. It's kind of creepy to me. Maybe
I'd
other
punk
people
kick a
like it.
gnome, honestly.
Yeah, like well, I mean, there's people who are into like short stacks, man. Like so, I'm not one of those people, but
Oh, this is a fucking terrible one. Which mount is
I'm ready.
just too extra and is probably compensating for something?
Pally mount. The pally mount. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's like extra, but it's like their horses glowing, and I don't know. Like how the fuck is it? Okay, so we'll back it up, and I'll explain why. One, how is a horse glowing with holy light? Like I makes sense. It makes sense like how humans channel the light. How the fuck is the horse doing it? That doesn't make any sense to me. Like how is the horse imbued with light? Like it makes no logical
Are
sense.
we talking about the
Secondly, like
sorry?
the epic mount.
Okay.
Like the epic mount that's it's like what is the epic charger? I think
Yeah,
so.
so with that, they actually take a dead horse and they infuse it
Oh,
with
so you
light.
know.
Yeah.
I never dude, I never did the
There's a
quest
whole
even on my
yeah.
old pally.
Yeah. It's a whole thing
Hmm.
about turning like a death knight,
Damn.
like a death charger into like something for the light.
Oh shit, dude. Yeah, you called me out and you corrected me. I'm gonna have to change my answer now because that's actually kind of cool. I changed my answer. Let's see. I actually don't know. Like, because we're talking about classic, right? Like, there's a
Yeah.
limited amount of mounts. You got the racial mounts, and then you got what? You got the Raptor. You got Baron Rivendare's Charger. I think he's got a Charger, or he's not a Charger. It's just Baron Rivendare's mount, the skeletal horse. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Like, I think that hey, maybe like one of the collectibles, like the ZG Raptor, simply because like it's not necessarily extra, but I feel like the people that farm that shit, the amount of farming that you'd have to get, I feel like you're kind of worthy of being judged in a sense. Do you know what I mean? Like if you run like 1,000 things for like a Raptor, Raptor's not even that good.
Yeah.
Like
Like
a
the tiger is
thousand
so much
raids, and
cooler.
you It is. No, yeah, absolutely.
I
Like the
just got
tiger's really
DC.
cool. Oh fuck. Yeah, see, like there's weird connection issues. I don't know what's going on.
Do you want to do one more
Um
question?
oh yeah. Go for it.
Who in the lore is secretly a freak and nobody talks about it?
Who in the lore is secretly a freak? Bro, like I let me think about this. Like every time like someone asks me like anything negative about like the lore, it's like because it always just goes back to Malfurion. I fucking hate Malfurion. I fucking hate that character so much. He is such a fucking like all he does is sleep, and then that's it. He just sleeps. And then if you read the book, like he's like super powered, like fucking Goku. He's literally moving continents with his
Yeah.
power. But then he sleeps, and then when he comes back in the lore, he's like, I think it's in Kata, like what is it? Aberdeen gets like torched, and he's like, whoa, who cares? You know, not my problem. And it's like, dude, you're one of the leaders of the Night Elves. Like, what the fuck? And then later they try to make him badass again, and he gets like axed in the back. And then he goes back to sleep. I think right now he's fucking sleeping again. He like took the Green Dragon's place, Ysera's place, and now he's sleeping again. Dude, he's just a freak. It's not even degenerate stuff. He's just a freak. Like I don't like that character. Like fuck Malfurion. That's what I would say.
That's I feel that was like the like most opposite answer, but I'm gonna use it.
Awesome. If it's usable, then I'll take it.
Well, he's not even a freak. He's just...
He's a freak, dude. I'm telling you right now, he's a freak.
Well, I appreciate I appreciate having your time, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you doing this. I think it's really cool, and I'll look forward to seeing it when it comes out.
Yeah. Thank you again. It's it's been super fun. I
Hey,
wasn't
man,
expecting
I'm
what
glad you've had fun. I had fun too.
I wasn't expecting any of this, but I think that's the best part. I was like going into the unknown and having this kind of outcome.
Yeah, hopefully it was good. It was the good unknown, not the bad unknown. Not like the dark alley unknown, but
Yeah.
the good unknown.
Would you like
You know
to
what I
do
mean?
the outro?
All right, what do you want me to say? Like for the outro, just
Anything you want.
like anything I want.
Yep.
Uh Shout out to all the Gooners. We're rising up. We're becoming stronger every day. Just remember that you as a Gooner, you have descended from a long line of proud Coomers. Like your parents had to be absolute Coomers to make you. So take pride in the fact that you're a Gooner. And one day, these weird ass retainers, these people who don't goon, they will get what they deserve. Thanks for watching. That good?